I'm on to Italian skin contact white wines. What do we call them? Do you still remember? Skin contact white wines. I've done this in a few videos. But let's say we don't remember. Let me just share again. So white wine with skin contact have a long history, but they are generally called orange wine in today modern day. Modern day meaning since 2004, this word was coined called orange wine. Now, are they really orange color? Let's see. Probably could be like this one. And how about this? Not really. So it's not really. Maybe could be some, but it's not really. But you get the idea, right? So you get the idea. It's because of the overall tone of the color. So it was coined as in 2004 as orange wine. But this category have different names in different parts of the world. In Georgia, the way they used to make, they used to call it amber wine because of the colors. You can imagine lah. So they used to call amber wine. And then in Italy, they used to make the Pinot Grigio. I think most of you are familiar with Pinot Grigio grape. So Pinot Grigio used to be made, and because the grape skin of Pinot Grigio is not really greenish or yellowish or grayish color like that, it is actually slightly pinkish. So because of that pinkish color, they used to skin contact in the olden days to make the Pinot Grigio, and it used to give a nice slight coppery color overall. The tone was very coppery. So they used to call that, in fact, Ramato. So Ramato in Italian, rame is like a copper. So Ramato meaning the coppery style of the Pinot Grigio, that wine. So it was very famous. In fact, Pinot Grigio wasn't produced to the style that we are drinking, which is clear, bright color, right? Wasn't produced probably until 1950s onwards. Previous to that, it was all into a coppery style of wine, and sometimes you can be mistaken this color also to be a rosé. So anytime you see Pinot Grigio and it's pinkish color, don't think it's rosé, because why? In order to make rosé wine, you need red grapes with the skin contact, then you get a rosé wine. So technically rosé wine shouldn't be a blend of white and red juice together, not like this. So it should be slight, the skin contact short period, maybe 12 hours, 24 hours, 36 hours, depending on how long to make the rosé wine. Whereas orange wine, except for the Pinot Grigio grape, which imparts that coppery or slight rose colored tinge to it, apart from that, the rest of the grape which are not pinkish, they give you colors like this. So you see, so how long normally skin contact with the white wine? Should be the next question. So skin contact normally with the white wine is about, some producers will do 2 weeks, some 4 weeks, some, I did a previous video on New Zealand Riesling. That winery did the skin contact for 3 months. So white wine skin contact produced with the skin contact duration for very long. Now, do the grapes get crushed or how? So basically what they do is they put all the grape into the fermenting tank. So they just destem the grapes, like for example you have bunch, so all the grapes are destemmed, so the individual berries, and they put into the fermentation tank, and on top the grapes are pushing down to the bottom grapes because of the gravity, right? And this way the grapes break off and juice comes out and fermentation starts. So this is basically how the skin contact wines are made. Now, next question is that, for example, what else in the wine making of orange wine is done? Is there any other influence to it? So most of the winemakers, what they will do is they will make the white wine skin contact, which is the orange wine, into a red wine making technique. So that's they are employing. Apart from that, nothing else. There is no additional way, that's why the color is changed or what, nothing else is done except it is made in the same style with the red wine. But red grapes have a very dark purplish bluish color, so it imparts lots of rich colors, that's why you get dark color. Whereas here you have yellowish or a greenish kind of grape, so the colors are different, because also due to the oxygen in contact. Once you extract the color from the skin, oxygen will change it, become like this. So apart from that, no difference. But suppose The question is, can orange wines be made from red grapes then? This is just a trick question because, as we mentioned, rosé wine should be made from red grapes. So orange wines must be only made from white grapes. So this is done. So even though you make red using red grape and only slight tinge of color, short period skin contact, it will still be called a rosé. Whether it's a very light pink rosé or very dark pink rosé, that's the only difference. But it's a rosé. Orange wine, white grapes. That's it. That is the overall. Now, what is the what's so fun or interesting about this kind of style of wine? First of all, this have been the traditional style of winemaking in the old days, and modern techniques have always given us brighter, fresher color. So we have been drinking that for, so all of us are aware. Now the most important part of it is the fruit flavor. That kind of intensity of flavor, just imagine that could be in these two wines. One is cloudy, another one is slight cloudy, but also because the color is more become like amber color. So these have lots of rich flavors. So you see what I'm enjoying like this, right? So much of flavor. It's like you go like, wow man, I'm really enjoying. It's like really having a main course. So orange wine is like a main course of the white wine drinks. So this is really rich, full, and I guess you can get Chardonnay like American Chardonnay, which is buttery, oak age, right? Or Grand Cru Chablis, or Chardonnays from other part of Burgundies, Grand Crus or Meursault even. You can get some lots of texture and all that, but in that kind of richness that orange wine has, very few wines can come close to this. Some of the wines which are aged on the least when the yeast eats the sugar to make alcohol and dies off is called lees, and lees impart a lot of buttery, creamy texture to the wine. And you get wines which are made their style, yeah, can have some body, but no way compared to this kind of style. So this is the important reason why it's important to enjoy orange wine. And I'm not pushing it because we don't like it, we're not ready to drink it. But if you try it, you know, you are like, man, this is amazing, this is good stuff, you know, this is like the main course, right? It's not like entry. This is it's not like your starter. So most of the white wines that we drink generally, compared to the orange wine, they're like starters, and here is the main course. So this is one of the important factor. The other thing is that nowadays these wines are catch up a lot in hotels, in a wine lounge, wine bars. Is becoming very common, and some wine bars open dedicated only for orange wines, and plus some natural red wine, which are also produced differently than the conventional reds we have been drinking. So with that said, I was writing down some points in case you wanted to ask, but you can put some questions in the comments section below, and I will try to answer them. But apart from them, you know, these are amazing wines. I hope you enjoy them, and I will touch on more video when I try from different countries. So this is the hand-drawn label from the De Navolo winery, the winemaker hand-drawn, not written, hand-drawn the labels. So with that said, cheers, and please grab yourself sometime orange wines to enjoy. Don't just be stunned, because that life is about experiencing all the flavor. And on top of that, this is very traditional making technique. It's not even new, you know. Fantastic, delicious. So anyway, have a great day, and let me enjoy. I still have more glasses here, so I'm going to enjoy first. But with that said, yeah, have a good day, and hope you grab a orange wine soon and enjoy, because I really want you to try them.